Nuclear proliferation and climate change are inextricable issues. Our planet's climate is affected by everything that we as a species do on it, and the production, testing, and firing of nuclear weapons is far from anything of an exception. This is Shiven speaking from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I, along with thousands of my peers from across the country and the globe, am deeply concerned about our changing climate and our unstable situation when it comes to nuclear weapons. These two issues are constantly discussed as though they are separate topics on debate and parliamentary stages, which is not reflective of reality. According to The Guardian, nuclear weapons pose as the solitary largest threat to the Earth's environment. The use of just between 50 and 100 nuclear weapons could alone result in unprecedented climate anomalies, exclusively because of soot. And we have over 14,000 nuclear weapons to worry about. With nuclear testing and construction struggling to show signs of termination, there is no doubt that our planet will continue to suffer and be affected. The end of nuclear weapons is one of many critical steps that we have to take in order to protect our climate and stop the climate crisis. We, as youth, as adults, as elderly, as men, as women, as liberals, as conservatives, must come together and make a unified voice for the survival of humanity and countless other life forms. If we don't, our children and our grandchildren will never forget us. I have a vision for the future in which 16-year-olds like myself can say, back then. Back then, people had to fear a weapon that could literally melt them. Back then, people had to fear that that weapon could accelerate a global catastrophe that would end up submerging entire cities of millions upon millions upon millions of people in water. Back then, people had to fear existential threats that were nothing more than preventable. So many of us are ready to fight and ready to continue fighting for that vision. So let's make it a reality.